Okay, how would you diagnose that from your
Yeah.
perspective?
I think it's simple. It wasn't our best performance of the year. So there's a few things that go in behind it. We're obviously on a quick turnaround from our game in cavalry and travel. But we've been doing what we've done the last few games. We're trying to rotate the squad in 4 or 5 guys per game. Some games 6, a little bit different. And I think today we just ran out a little bit of energy. I thought our first 15, 20 minutes was good on the field. And then after that, we lost a little bit of our bite. And, it's the one game this year that uncharacteristically gets away from us.
Was the rotating, I mean, obviously you've got to play Wednesday, you've got to play again next Wednesday, and then the 2-legged finals. So I'm just wondering how much the 2-legged finals sort of played into tonight as well.
Yeah, they've played into the last few games we've played. We've kept it consistent with moving the squad around, and the performance has been good. From most of the guys, not all of the guys up until today. So it's been working for us. In the end of the day, we need to keep our eyes focused on the 26th and 2nd. Already knowing which dates are being played where, with first leg and second leg. So that's always in the back of our heads. But we want to come out and play every game to win 3 points. That's no excuse for today. We're coming out here to try and win this game. We're not just going through any type of the paces, so that's not an excuse. I just think we just didn't have a day today, and York 9 I thought was very good. Granted, they took their chances, and they played a very good football match.
Bobby, what kind of lessons do you take out of a defeat like today?
Yeah, there's different things. You can go into it and look at every minute and everything, or you can just say, hey, this is one anomaly in the season, one game in the season where things didn't go well, and you put it in the back of your pocket and you move on to the next one. So that's something we'll think about as coaches. And looking at this one, because you don't want to dwell a lot of times on these. We've got a lot of important matches coming up, the ones that are going to count in the end, that everyone's going to remember next year and the year after. So we need to put a lot of our focus towards that. We'll look at some little things from today, a little bit the fighting spirit in the guys and so on, but other than that, we'll move on.
How serious is the injury to Janssen?
Yeah, it's a concussion. So we don't know how serious, mild it is. I haven't checked in with the medical guys right now. They said it was a pretty good knock, but we'll see. Obviously, you get to see that a little bit later and tomorrow a little bit further. Let's see what his conditions are.
So there's no sort of indication as to
Right now, no.
Bobby, did the delay have anything to do? You seemed a little annoyed with how the match started.
Yeah, I don't want to say I was annoyed. I think it was interesting. We've had a lot of firsts this year in the league, and this was the first time where we had sprinklers running 10-minute delay. So hey, listen, you got to take everything in a light manner from that aspect. No, I think it's a delay for both teams. So from that end, I don't think it plays anything in. I thought we were good in our first 15 minutes. We stood on the field good, moved the ball around, and then after that, just we're making some good decisions on the ball. And if we don't make good decisions on the ball, I think that comes back to be our Achilles heel sometimes.
What did you make of Olia Gagne's debut as a 17-year-old? He got quite a bit of run out of there.
Yeah, definitely. He's a guy we got in there in the second half, and I thought it was a good opportunity for him to get in there and get his feet wet, as they say, in the environment. And it's always a tough thing. Sometimes you can throw out a young attacker onto the field, and they've got a little bit more freedom because you make a mistake, no problem. But when you put a young defender out there, he knows that he's the last line and there's something in behind him. But I thought it was important to get him out there in this game the way it was going. I thought he could help us also defensively, so it wasn't just a matter of getting minutes. And I think it just helps his confidence as a young man growing, because this is what we want in this league. As we go forward, we need some of these guys to start playing and getting young guys up and through this league and moving them on as well.
Was there any fear of yellow cards, that a yellow card today or last week or so would mean they missed the final, and it sort of had the guys not going in hard for the check?
Yeah, we have 2 guys on 3 yellow cards, to be honest. Zayach up top and Novak, who was on the bench. So we got to be smart on how we're using them. And obviously we're playing one of them out there, and he knew exactly what not to be involved in. But yeah, it's a tough thing to say, hey, hold back from anything. But it's something we have to pay attention to. Listen, in the end of the day, the 26th and the 2nd are the most important games on this calendar for this season. We want to win these games. We want to get all the 3 points. But like I said, that's on November 2nd. The team that's holding the trophy is the one that will be the champion of this league, whichever way we go about it. And that's how things have been set up, and that's who we'll remember. And going into next year, they'll be the champion of the inaugural season.
Bobby, aside from obviously the 2-legged championship being on your mind, when you rotate the squad, do you also look at potentially who you feel can contribute in 2020 as well?
Not at this point. You know, I think I know my team very well. So it's not about the guys playing for their positions for next year and so on. We know what we get from every player. A lot of guys, I think, if you look around our squad, every single one of our players played some minutes this year and has played minutes not only in games that didn't have, let's say, a lot of importance in the standings, but they've played in important games. And we've done that. We did that on Wednesday in Calgary, where you could say, hey, we need to go in there and play with our best squad, but we rotated. We played some guys who didn't have a lot of minutes, and I thought they were very good. So we know what we're getting out of our guys. The focus is on the championship, and that's where we are. And right now it's making sure that we keep guys fresh, keep guys energized as well.
Kyle, the first loss of the season to York for you guys, I take it that doesn't sit too well with you.
Yeah, no, it's tough. Credit to them. I think they were very good today. They punished us in a lot of the mistakes we made. I think we caused a lot of our own problems. But something we have to kind of turn around and quickly forget. We have a big job to do on Wednesday and get ourselves prepared for this final.
Any questions? Thank you.